For the past 4 days, the Agri-Business Expo on Gladstone Road gave farmers and other local producers an opportunity to showcase their produce on a small scale. Eleuthera native Diane Thompson has been producing jelly and pepper sauce for many years, and she says they were quite a hit here in the capital.
Especially, I should say, the foreigners who are not familiar with it, they ask you what's in it. So I explain to them what's in it, and then they ask, like the pepper jelly, they say what we do with this. Even Bahamians, they say what you do. I say, okay, you toast your bread, and you put your cream cheese, and then you put your pepper jelly on the top. I say if you have like grilled pork chops or chicken wings, you could use the pepper jelly if you want a little spike.
Now, if you are looking to start your own garden, you might want to speak to officials at the Department of Agriculture.
Well, I tell them the importance of water. A drip system is most crucial to an effective garden. I also tell them about the right place in your yard to place a garden. Location is important. I also tell them about disease and disease control, insects they have to look out for. You frequent your garden rather than putting your garden in a position where you don't, if you're too tired, you can't get to the garden, put the garden where you can always get to the garden.
The urban renewal band making waves on the international scene with what's considered to be a remarkable performance. The band is among groups performing at the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade in downtown Washington, D.C. The show kicked off at noon today, featuring over 100 marching bands, dance schools, and military units. Our Andrew Burrows is traveling with the group.
The 41st St. Patrick's Day Parade in Washington, D.C. will be different this year. The parade, for the first time, will be featuring a band from the Bahamas, the Music Masters Marching Band from the Urban Renewal 2.0 program under the direction of Inspector Campbell. With the performance just a day ahead of them, the band got up bright and early and went through their routines as individual sections and then as a complete band under the watchful eye of their section leaders and instructors. The 80-member strong band will also feature flag bearers and dancers, proudly representing in the annual parade that celebrates the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. Band director Campbell reminded the youngsters, ranging in ages between 8 and 18, of exactly what is at stake.
And we're going to represent this country with pride. We're going to represent this country well, because we do this through the Almighty God. And anything that God is in charge of, it's going to be done with a standard of excellence.
Former parliamentarian and official in the program, Ruby Ann Darling, also on hand for the final practice before showtime. She gave the band this charge.
I pray that as you all perform to know that this is the Bahamas. It's not showtime. It's not for anybody to be the star, but for everybody to synchronize and to know that that you're part of a team.
The dream team.
The dream team.
The band will be the last group out of the gate when the parade hits the iconic Pennsylvania Avenue. But that doesn't bother them at all. For these youngsters, that only means
They saved the best for last.
But it wasn't all work for the band on Saturday. After practice, the youngsters changed up, boarded their buses, and made their way to a music store where last-minute odds and ends were sought, and some band members took the opportunity to show off their skill. From there, it was back on the road. This time to Walmart. The performance on Sunday will introduce the band to a very big stage and a bigger international audience. But for the rest of the day, organizers allow the young men and women to do what children of their ages do before showtime: have fun. In Washington, D.C., I'm Andrew Burrows, ZNS Network News.
Well, many patrons turned out to support the annual charity put on by the Rotary Club of New Providence at Camper Down on Saturday. The event, which included a horse show, is the major fundraising activity for the nonprofit organization. Funds raised are used to facilitate several community service outreach initiatives. President William Wilson spoke about some of those outreach programs.
Various events, whether it's a food drive, we have families that we feed on a weekly basis. You know, we have a clothes drive. We do various things that a lot of the other social clubs do in the community. As we know, the community has a lot of persons that are in need of assistance. So if everyone were to assist, then, this island that we all congregate on would be a much easier place to live in.
Wilson applauded Bahamians for their unwavering support to the cause over the years.
Some persons who come annually, whether it's based on their affiliation with Rotary or the equestrian aspect of the stakeout, but the support has been good. As you know, we're on the eastern side of the island, Camper Down, and in the interim between Central and New Providence and the east, there's a lot of other clubs, groups that are having stakeouts and other fundraisings, but the pool is big. If everyone were to get their piece of the pie, then we all can assist in whatever endeavors it is that we target.
Stay close. Your weekend sports wrap with Jared Higgs is up next.